Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Subnautica. Quite a few videos online where people have gone out and built the tallest base or the longest base in Subnautica they could possibly do, given a range of patience. Because with Subnautica, that's the thing. How much patience do you have to build the tallest base or the longest base? Because it's a long and arduous process. I've been at this about 5 hours. Yes, I've been bored. Not much to do really. And yeah, it's quite gratifying. Building a tall base in Subnautica, I just wanted to see how far I was willing to go and how far the game was going to let me go. Well, so far I'm at 2,000 feet, just over, and the game is able to let me go a bit further. Let's take a look at what I've done. Yes, it's all about building a tall base, it would seem, online. Subnautica's been around for quite some time now, and it's in its second iteration with version 2. And with that has come some more system stability. However, the maximum possible depth the player can reach is 8,192 meters by going down to the drop-off at the crater edge. Now, if you pass that, you'll warp directly to the life pod. Now, I've managed not to do any of that. I've just started off at the starting location and I've started building upwards. And then I've got bored halfway through and I've had a little stop-off point. And that little stop-off point I've built some multi-purpose rooms and filled it with some stuff and stocked the cupboards with some water and some nutrient blocks. But in essence, it's taken me a while. Been a bit of a labour of love, and it's been strangely relaxing, I think, as well, to do this. Now, when you go and start building these structures, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I've seen some people who've been out there and put tube upon tube upon tube upon tube. I have been unable to do that. I've managed to get, say, one tube on top of another in the water. That's a given. But once you get to a certain height, the game tries to discourage you from doing it. So to get past that, you need to have a cylinder or a quad cylinder and a tube to connect it. And then this ladder obviously then allows you to connect whatever you've built to the next level. And a hatch to go outside. Now, like I was saying, that's how I've done it. It's been a tube, a pipe, another tube, and a ladder. Now when you jump off, this is quite gratifying as well. Then you can appreciate how tall the base you've built. Like I said, I've built about 2,000 meters at this stage, just where the aurora was not visible. Then it comes into sight. You see the moon and planets pass above your head. You know, it is quite the spectacle. It really is quite the spectacle. And it's certainly good when you jump off it. Now, you see I'm jumping off this at night time. Great, fantastic. And you think, that's why I put all those lights on the outside. Now, depending where you build, you can go higher than this as well. For the tallest base, you can start off underwater, like they say. Like, I didn't do that. I didn't have the foresight to do that, unfortunately. So, here is my base. Let's have a look through here as we go through the inside. So, bear with me here. So, here's standard habitat. We've got all the general items. You got your cupboards, you got your fish tank, because you gotta have your fish. Let's take a little bit of water on, a little bit of food. Don't want to get hungry and starve to death on the way up. Got a nuclear reactor in there. That's all nicely charged, supplying my base full of power. I've also got water filtration for those nice big, large filtered water supplies as well. So now at this stage, we start our ascent. Now a lot of people start off doing multi-purpose rooms, but I have found by stacking multi-purpose rooms on top of one another, the game starts to slow down drastically. So it wasn't long after that I decided not to go with multi-purpose rooms, but to go with the standard connector tube, which you can put a ladder in. Now, as you can see, I'm only about 100 meters up already, if that. And you can see the graphics are starting to wane. You can see the cloud around where the islands are. Now going back in, Some of my little stop-off points. I do these every now and again just to break up the monotony, really. Here we go. These are multi-purpose rooms. You can see you can't do one ladder above another. You've got to go to the other side of the room, and that can be a bit laborious, whereas with these pipes, stack the ladders one on top of the other. Lots of clickage will eventually get you up to the top or to your next stop-off point. And here, about 200, 300 meters up, 377 meters up, and you can see, you're starting to see the curvature of the game environment as well. And there's still a long way to go. Still a huge way to go. Now, I'm powering this nuclear reactor. No problem there at all. Got a few lights on the outside. But that is just aesthetics. They serve no real purpose. These tubes are good because at night time you can see how your base is progressing by looking out and looking downwards, and you can see everything lit up like a proverbial Subnautica Christmas tree. More ladders, more clicking till we get to the next stop-off point. And I can get off at any time here, to be perfectly honest with you. That's not a problem. Not at my predefined stop-off points either. See, nice to have a bed. Nice cup of coffee. Alert, whilst playing Subnautica. So building bases, a lot of people have done it. Some people have gone to 5,000 meters up. I'm not sure if I've really got the patience for that. I think 2,000, just over 2,000 was enough for me. I thought, yeah, I kind of done it. That kind of suits me fine. So moving on now, we've got another nuclear reactor here off to the left-hand side. Got lots of rods in the cupboard. See, I'm fully powered. All good stuff. Looking out the windows, you can see the aurora starting to fade now. Getting a bit hazy. Up we go again. Turning left. And you can have a look out through these lovely clear tubes to see how far I've got to go up now. So really, the question is, how much patience do you have? Yes, the game will let you go higher. But have you got the time and the patience to do so? And that's what I think really affected me. I'm about 1,000 meters up now, just shy of that. Still got a bit of time to go. You can see how far I've come already, but the aurora is still visible. When you start getting higher, you might as well just be in space. It goes to night time, all you see is stars. And that's something. Up more ladders. Go, got another stop-off station. And you do see system performance degrade because the base starts to build and load into memory. Building virtually past this stage does start to become quite laborious, and it does slow down, even with my rig. 64GB of RAM. Windows 11 64-bit. Via CUDA SSDs. And a 3080 10GB Supreme. And then that starts to creak. I think, am I pushing the limits of the game? Now you're starting to see different colours. Look at that sky. No longer can you turn around and see the floor or the sea at the bottom. That key part of this Subnautica game. Now if we look out this observation port and look down, you can see we are 1,888 meters away from where I park my sea glide. Just dump this salt. Off we go. Back up. So in short, I'm glad I did it. I really am glad I did it. So those of you who have stuck with this video to the very end, you can see why it's pretty good up here. Get a different vision of the game and the background graphics. And of course it is fun when you jump off it. Either way, I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching this video on my tallest base that I've built in Subnautica. Yes, I could go further, but I really haven't got the patience to. Thanks very much for watching, and check out my Subnautica videos on YouTube. And also Subnautica Below Zero. I'll see you soon.